Hi, I'm Tim from Master Vintner, and this is the next installment of our long-term experiment with grape skins and wine kits. If you recall in our previous episodes, I've taken two kits, in this case an Amarone style, and they both contain grape skin packages and raisins to emulate the dried grape essence of Amarone. So in one of them, I did a completely standard fermentation. We did a primary fermentation of a few weeks and then racked it into a carboy where it has sat quietly. The other one, our experimental number, sat in the primary for a total now of almost 9 weeks on top of the skins. To recap, the purpose of this experiment is to see if grape skin kits have the same benefits in post-fermentation maceration of skin material that you get with fresh grapes. That post-fermentation maceration includes a change in the character and scope of the tannins. They smooth out, you get some longer chain tannins, shorter chain, harsh bitter ones drop out, and it completely modifies the flavor profile, usually in a very good way. So, we're at the stage where we need to rack the wines again, and we're going to treat them with sulfite and fining agents in order to prevent oxidation and to have them drop clear so we can get them in the bottle. I'm going to rack them down out of the primary fermenter on this one, out of the secondary fermenter on that one, into new carboys, make my additions, and I'm also going to do a short taste to see how they are at this stage. Always taste your wine every time you're going to process it. Even fresh, right out of the press, even when you're making it up, taste it. Learn what your ingredients are and what they're going to do and how they evolve. With enough practice in your own home winemaking, you'll be able to tell what a wine is going to be like when it is very, very young. That has been a very useful skill for me. Now, you won't be able to tell everything. Wines have their own personalities and they're going to do their own things, but tasting at each stage is going to give you a little extra edge on your winemaking skills. Okay, let's draw a sample and let's taste those wines. Here are my two samples. The first sample is the conventional one. It's been racked out of the primary fermenter and off the skins in the normal amount of time, and this one's been sitting now for many, many weeks extra on those skins. So let's try them. First one. Nice. Good concentration. Good length, subtle oak presence, and that nice, pleasant, slightly raisiny character of the dried grapes coming through. I like it. It's still fairly cloudy. It's quite a haze in here, quite a lot of stuff. That's fine though. We are going to fine it and it'll drop clear on its own. Now this is the extended maturation sample, and the first thing I notice is it is a lot clearer. There is a lot less sediment, a lot less stuff in suspension. Unexpected result, but not significant. Probably just more stuff settled out on it. That is substantially different. It's actually radically different. There is a smoother tannin profile. It's not nearly as abrupt. The oak is slightly enhanced. I'm getting a fuller oak character. But what is striking is how this seems much drier. The fruit is more subdued. It's more subtle. And it seems like an older wine. It already seems like it's had 3 or 4 months of age in a bottle compared to this, which, to be fair, they are both less than 3 months old since the yeast was pitched, so they should taste young. This one tastes not nearly as young. That's very interesting. We're going to see more of that and how it evolves over time as we go through this long tail experiment. Now, let's get to racking. The sample on the left is the wine that was made conventionally. The sample on the right is the extended maceration. You'll notice that the wine made conventionally is quite a bit foamier, while the extended maceration seems to have a slightly more advanced stage of fermentation. There's less dissolved gas in solution to make foam. And that concurs with the flavor profile I got. The extended maceration seemed to be more mature, have less gas, and to be slightly more flavorful. This is turning out to be a very interesting experiment so far. Can't wait to see how it turns out.